What is this lighting? So today I'm just getting a bunch of errands done. My bra strap is falling down, sorry. I've seen 2 license plates with angel numbers. I've seen 777 and I've seen 333. I'm just feeling very in alignment with the good vibes. I mentioned a few videos back that I have moved from Minnesota to Arizona, so kind of starting my life over in a new area, and I've started my spiritual coaching business, which is super exciting. So right now I'm taking one-on-one clients to kind of help people utilize spiritual tools to assist them on their personal development and wellness journeys. Every person's unique and every individual has different needs as far as what their spiritual practice requires, but that's kind of what I come in for. That's my goal as a spiritual coach, to come in and help you guys kind of shift that focus and life coach you through your life path and your life journey. And I'm adoring the clients that I'm working with right now. They're so insightful and intuitive. I was kind of thinking about this yesterday, and I was comparing like the past 5 years of my life together. All of them were really weird in their own way. I don't know what's going on in the universe or the world. Maybe that's just life. Maybe life is just really weird. I know that a year from now, I'm gonna be in a very different place than I am today. Whether that's physically or just emotionally, spiritually. It's exciting and it's amazing, but it's also, life's kind of a roller coaster sometimes, but it's a beautiful roller coaster, and it's one that I definitely want to stay on. So one question I want to ask you guys is, where do you want your life to be a year from now? Do you see yourself in a completely different place? What is it that you're creating right now? What is it that you're manifesting? And what are some action steps that you're taking to get to those goals, to get you on the life of your dreams? I'm a firm believer in the balance between mind, body, and spirit, and I've been getting better about going to the gym, but I'm not always the greatest at making sure that I eat really healthy. I don't know if it's just like anemia or what, but I bruise extremely easily. I'm actually kind of hoping that I can get it checked out soon, just because I will have like very large bruises that are very dark, and I will have like no memory of how I got them. So like the proportion to the actual injury to the reaction that my body has is very drastically different. I really don't know what's going on with that, so I'm trying to make sure that I'm getting enough iron, vitamin C, things like that. So I'm trying to pay more attention to what I'm putting into my body on a physical level, and then also what I'm taking into my body on kind of a mental level too. I don't know if you guys realize, but the music you listen to, the movies you watch, those all influence your mental health. So if you're listening to a lot of music that's like got negative lyrics, if it's very emotional, if it's very dark and heavy, your subconscious hears that and kind of records that and then accepts it as part of your reality and starts creating it in your brain. So we don't want to continue doing that. And if you do, make sure that it's for very short intervals, because I know music is also a form of expression, and sometimes you need to get those negative emotions out so you can make space for positive emotions. Just make sure it doesn't become a pattern. I made a playlist actually specifically for going to the gym. I like to call it my dark feminine playlist, because that's another part of my personal practice that I'm trying to embrace more of right now. If you think of characters such as Lilith or Hecate or Catwoman, I think even like Harley Quinn could be considered like a form of the dark feminine. She's not this like butterflies and rainbows type trope. She's more of this like self-empowered, free, not always necessarily on the correct moral wavelength. But there's something about that I think is extremely feminist and extremely powerful, that I am learning how to wrap my brain around a little bit more and becoming more comfortable stepping into that energy within myself. Creating music that represents that, where I can really just feel that power. I'm at the gym, I'll be listening to this playlist and I'm like feeling it, I'm embodying it, and I leave the gym and I feel like a complete fucking badass. I feel like I just covered like 8 different topics in the Target parking lot. I gotta go unload my groceries. I'm also so hungry, so I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna make a healthy meal. I'm gonna go scoop my cat litter box, and I'll see you guys soon. I'm actually on my way to the gym right now. I figured I'd do a little quick filming. I visited Minnesota very quickly. I had a couple friends get engaged. Initially, I went there to go with them to a concert, but the concert got canceled, so it ended up just being kind of like having fun and like enjoying their company. It was really cool. It was really good to kind of be able to reflect and just have gratitude for my time in that space, and then have gratitude for my time in this space. I'm like entering this very new chapter of my life right now. Like, it feels really right. Like, it feels good. It feels like this is the time. I don't know. I'm really excited. Fun fact, last time I was here, I watched a crackhead jump in the pool with all of his clothes on. That was a very interesting gym day. Do you ever wake up and like one side of your hair, you're like, okay, yeah, like it's a little messy, but I can work with this. And then the other side of your hair is just straight up Hermione from the first Harry Potter movie. Sisters, not twins. So I've been thinking a lot more about the dark feminine energy and how it's so important for us as women especially to be able to reintegrate this aspect of ourselves into our personalities, reap the benefits that it has, but also acknowledge that dual nature within ourselves. Essentially the whole idea is that there's like a light feminine and a dark feminine. And this is shown to us through so many myths and fables. Oftentimes you'll hear of certain goddesses and they'll be like the goddess of life and death or love and war. She completely embodies this duality. Some more examples could even be people that are alive today, like Megan Fox or Rihanna. They're these beautiful feminine forces, but they have this very apparent dark kind of side to themselves, this contrasting energy, which I think just shows how much that they embrace this side of themselves without fearing it, without condemning it. Oftentimes you'll see characters become the dark feminine through the progression of a series of events that happens to them. Maybe they have to become this out of necessity to protect others or themselves, or sometimes this character brings this energy out in other people. This energy is super intense and it can become toxic if you're not very aware of it, but utilizing it as a creative force in your life can be extremely helpful. Standing up for yourself, standing up for your truths, not necessarily living by society's rules or laws. I'm not giving you permission to break the law here. I'm just saying that you don't have to fit into the mold of what the ideal archetype of what femininity looks like. Energy also doesn't apply solely to cisgender women. Everybody has feminine energy within them. Everybody has this aspect of themselves within them. Okay, this might look a little bit different because my camera ran out of memory. This trope definitely invites us to look deeper within ourselves, deeper within our psyches, and kind of question where we fit into society and whether or not those labels and those rules are working for us as individuals. It's powerful. Moving forward, I'm definitely going to be integrating this part of my personality a lot more. While it is a creative force, it's also a destructive force, so making sure that it stays kind of in balance with yourself and being harmonious with your surroundings while still honoring that part of you that is wild, that is untamed, that is a part of the earth. So, what are some ways that you guys are integrating the dark feminine into your daily life? One that I'm doing today is I'm having chocolate cake for breakfast. In this house, we have chocolate cake for breakfast. And this is just to show that tapping into the side of yourself doesn't have to be some dramatic, deep character exploration. It absolutely can be if you're ready to be in that space, but it can also be very simple things like this. Let me know in the comments below. If you don't follow me on other social medias and you want to hang out more and you want to talk more about concepts such as this one, definitely check out my Instagram, my TikTok, and also feel free to sign up to my email list. Once a week I put out an email where I talk about concepts such as this one. Also, if you're interested in spiritual coaching and you want to work with me, I will have all of my links for that down below. But thank you guys so much for watching. It was so awesome being able to catch up with you. I hope that you have an absolutely beautiful, wonderful, amazing rest of your day, and I will see you next time.